Hello and welcome back to Piano Spun Fiber Arts while we prepare for the 2025 Advent season. The calendar is finally here. We're a couple days out from Thanksgiving, so it's time to discuss what's going to happen for this Advent season. Let's jump right in. So first, I just want to show off the calendar a little bit for this year. I have it backwards. So this year, our theme is culinary at Christmas. So we're looking at blends inspired by foods from around the world. We have some really pretty bags this year, and the only one I'm gonna really show off is number 1, which you will get to see on December 1st. And already we're in a little bit of oh no! Feuerzangenbowle. Feuerzangenbowle. I'll fix that for the first. I'm excited to see what it's all about, and I'm excited for everything in here. There is an opportunity here if there is time. Advent already gets crazy, but there's an opportunity here to try and taste a lot of new and different foods, which is so exciting. We also got our nice beautifully printed spoiler book again, which is going to give us tons of info, both about the food traditions from all over the world, as well as what is in our fiber blends. So speaking of fiber, let's talk about what the project is going to be this year. So every year with the Advent calendar, I try to challenge myself to do something new. And this year, my something new is crochet. Crochet is not actually new to me. It is the first fiber art I learned to do from my mom. My mom used to crochet baby blankets for everyone that she knew, and that's how I learned my first fiber art. I would crochet with my mom when I was 5 or 6. And I've crocheted lots of projects over the years. Last year I even crocheted myself a pair of pants. But crochet just doesn't stick in my brain. Something about it just never sticks. Every time I crochet another project, I have to look up how to do a single crochet, double crochet, half double crochet. They just don't stick in my brain. So for me, crochet is a challenge, and so that is why it is my challenge for this year. I've chosen my project to be the Never Off cardigan, which is going to be made of about 70 granny squares, these little puff stitch granny squares, which means each day I'll have to make about 3 of them, give or take. And there are different size options for the granny squares. The only ones that I see projects completed for is the medium size, but I think I'm gonna do the small, because when I crocheted even the small version of this granny square, it was already 5 inches across, which is what the medium size calls for. It's also going to save me a lot of time not having to do that final round on all of them, because as we know, the Advent project is crunch for time. So these are what those squares are going to look like. The project calls for Lion Brand Yarns Wool Ease. So I went out and got myself some of this just to do some fiber testing, just to do some sampling to make sure that I'm right where I need to be. And I thought we might dissect this yarn today to see how it was made and try to copy it a little bit with our spinning this year. So to do that, I'm gonna pull off a couple feet, give it a snip. Let's look at how this yarn was constructed. I'm going to first use a spin card, and I'll show you your way so that you can see what's happening here. I'm going to measure the twist of this fiber, pretty relaxed, based off the angles that we see on the twist card, and that'll tell me the twist angle of my S twist. So this was spun Z and then plied S, which is how I generally spin anyway. A lot of knitters will spin that way. So we're looking at somewhere between 40 and 50% ply twist. So let's say about a 40 degree angle on our S twist. And then we also want to see what the ply twist is on our singles. We want to look at the thickness of the single, how many singles there are, and what their twist is. So first, let's look at the yarn as a whole. I'm going to measure it against this little yarn guide here. Now this yarn classifies itself as 4 medium weight. The project lists it as bulky. This is falling right in that Aran weight line. So we are going for a final yarn that is about Aran weight. Let's twist this in the opposite direction of the way it was plied to get a look at our plies. So by separating this out, we can see that this yarn is constructed with 4 plies. And I just want one of those. So I'm gonna try to separate just 1 ply out. And I'm gonna try to wrap it around this hand so I'm not gaining or losing any twist. I wanna see exactly what it's like living inside the yarn. And I'll just wrap it around my spin card to kind of keep it as is. So this is what a single ply of that yarn looks like. I also have a little wraps per inch tool just for singles. So let's see where these singles fall. Our singles look to be about 30 wraps per inch. And our Z-twist on our singles looks to also be about 45. So this is a really nice balanced 4-ply Aran weight yarn. And it kind of has, focus on the yarn and not on me. It also seems to have a pretty woolen structure. You can see that it's kind of fuzzy, kind of airy. So I'll try to do a combo draft. I've been really thinking about how I would go about doing a 4-ply yarn for Advent. I think it'd be really fun to copy this yarn exactly, but I just don't think it's going to be possible with the amount of time that I have for Advent. There's a reason that I often end up doing these 3-ply yarns, and it's because it is so easy to spin the singles on a single bobbin and then chain ply them into a 3-ply yarn. 2-ply, not too difficult. It's pretty easy to make a ball of some kind, or if it's small enough, you can even do a little ply bracelet to get a 2-ply yarn. 4-ply is going to take more time and thought. It's going to take extra bobbins, so either do 2-ply yarn balls from 2 different bobbins, or 4 bobbins to get a really nice balanced 4-ply yarn. And I just don't think that's something I'm gonna have time for. So I'm gonna up these numbers just a little bit. If our single was 30 wraps per inch, I'm gonna up that to somewhere between 25 and 20, so that even with a 3-ply yarn, I'm getting that nice thick Aran weight. And I'm still gonna try to keep everything about 45 degrees in our Z and S twist to get this nice bouncy yarn. Wool Ease is really, really warm, airy, round, and has this nice like squish and stretch. And I'm gonna try to get that same thing, but I'm gonna do it with a 3-ply yarn. At the very end of the project, I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun trying to lay out where all of these granny squares are going to go. Crochet is gonna be something new for this year, and this really nice thick yarn is gonna be something new for this year too. Similar to last year, I'm going to spin half of our 50 grams every day, so 25 grams a day. And this year we do have wool all 25 days. So 25 days times 25 grams is, I really thought I could do that math in my head faster. 25 grams times 25 days is roughly 625 grams of finished Aran weight yarn. That might actually be cutting it kind of close. The original pattern calls for crochet eats up a lot of yarn. So about 2,000 yards, and our original yarn weight is about 200 yards per 85 grams. So that would be around 850 grams of finished wool. Because I know already that I need 3 granny squares a day, I'm going to use the first day to decide if I have enough in 25 grams to make 3 granny squares out of the Aran weight yarn. If not, for the second day, I'll adjust that a little bit. I will use a little more fiber to make sure that we're making enough yarn. So this one is going to be a little guess and check on those first couple of days, but by the second week we should definitely have it figured out and be able to make 3 granny squares every day from our 25 to 30-ish grams. I'm really excited to have another wearable after making the advent calendar from the advent calendar last year. Another wearable is just something that I can show off in public, and it's going to be nice and cozy and thick and warm, and I'm really excited about having another cardigan slash coat that I can wear out after Advent this year. I hope you will join me on this journey for Advent 2025. It's going to be a wonderful ride, and I look forward to this every year. So I hope you'll be here with me. Happy Advent, happy spinning, happy crocheting, happy knitting, happy whatever it is that you do for the holiday season, and I will see you on December 1st. Bye. You want to come up here? No, you're so excited about Advent.